High up in a tall eucalyptus tree lived Koala. She loved her tree. It was her sanctuary, her little piece of paradise in the vast Australian bush. The branches were sturdy and the leaves provided ample shade and food. Her bed was made of soft leaves that smelled like sunshine and rain. Each night, she would nestle into this cozy bed, feeling the gentle caress of the leaves against her fur. Right next to her bed was a big pile of her favorite yummy eucalyptus leaves. These leaves were not just food, they were a source of comfort and joy for Kaylee.
These leaves are so juicy. Each bite was a burst of flavour and Kaylee savoured every moment of her meal.
Kaylee spent her days sleeping and eating. It was a simple life, but it was perfect for her. The rhythm of her days was soothing and predictable. When she woke up, she ate. The first thing she did was reach for the nearest eucalyptus leaf, enjoying its fresh, crisp taste. When she was full, she slept. Her full belly made her drowsy, and she would curl up in her leafy bed, drifting off into a peaceful slumber. Life was good for Kaylee. She had everything she needed right there in her tree. The world outside could be harsh, but up in her tree she was safe and content. She had everything a koala could want right there in her tree. Food, shelter, and a sense of security. It was her perfect little world. Sometimes, when the sun peeked through the leaves, Kaylee would stretch and yawn. The warmth of the sun felt wonderful on her fur, and she would take a moment to enjoy it. She would look around her tree. The view from up high was magnificent, and she could see the vast expanse of the bushland stretching out before her. It was the best tree in the whole bush. Kaylee knew she was lucky to have found such a perfect home.
My tree is the best, she would often say to herself, feeling a sense of pride and happiness.
One afternoon, Kaylee was taking a nap. The sun was shining through the leaves, casting a warm glow over her. She was curled up in her leafy bed. The leaves cradled her gently, making her feel secure and loved. The sun warmed her fur. It was a comforting sensation, like a gentle hug from nature. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves. The sound was soothing, like a lullaby sung by the wind. Kaylee felt safe and happy. Her tree was her sanctuary, a place where she could relax and be herself. She closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep. In her dreams, she was always in her tree, surrounded by the things she loved most.
Whoa!
Suddenly, Kaylee woke up. She had fallen. She landed in a prickly bush. Ouch! Thorns scratched her arm.
Ouch, it hurts. Help! Somebody help me.
Kaylee tried to climb back up her tree, but the bush was too thick. She was stuck.
I'm stuck. What if I'm stuck here forever?
Just then, Kaylee heard a rustling sound. Something was coming through the bush. A big, friendly face peeked through the leaves. It was Justin the kangaroo. His large ears twitched as he listened for any signs of distress. Justin was always ready to help anyone in need, no matter how big or small the problem. Justin had kind, sparkling brown eyes that seemed to radiate warmth and compassion. Everyone in the forest knew they could count on him.
"What's wrong, little one?" Justin asked gently, noticing the small creature trembling in the bushes.
I fell and now I can't get out. The little creature's voice quivered with fear and pain.
Justin hopped closer. He bent down and looked at Kaylee's arm, which was caught in a tangle of thorny branches. He could see a nasty scratch that needed attention.
"That looks like a nasty scratch. Don't worry, I'll help you." Justin's voice was calm and reassuring, putting Kaylee at ease.
Justin gently lifted Kaylee out of the bush and put her in his warm, safe pouch. She felt secure and protected as he held her close.
"Hold on tight," Justin advised, making sure Kaylee was snug and comfortable.
And with a powerful kick, he hopped away. Justin moved swiftly and gracefully through the forest, determined to get Kaylee to safety as quickly as possible. The trees and bushes blurred past them as they made their way to a safe spot. Dr. Frog lived under a big green leaf. Justin took Kaylee to see Dr. Frog, the best doctor in the bush.
"Let me see that arm."
Dr. Frog croaked. He looked at Kaylee's scratch and touched it gently.
"It's just a scratch, but it needs a bandage."
He put a bright blue bandage on Kaylee's arm.
"There you go, good as new."
"Are you sure she'll be all right?"
"Of course, a little scratch won't hurt a tough koala like Kaylee."
Justin took Kaylee back to her tree. The journey was long, but Justin was determined to get Kaylee home safely. He hopped through the forest, carefully avoiding any obstacles that might jostle his precious cargo. He carefully lifted her out of his pouch. Justin made sure to be as gentle as possible, knowing that Kaylee was still recovering from her injury. He placed her softly on the ground, right next to her favorite tree.
There you go, safe and sound. Justin's voice was soothing, and Kaylee felt a wave of relief wash over her. She looked up at him with gratitude in her eyes.
Kaylee hugged Justin's big foot. It was her way of saying thank you. She held on tightly, feeling the warmth and safety that Justin provided.
Thank you for helping me. Kaylee's voice was soft but filled with sincerity. She knew she couldn't have made it back without Justin's help.
I'm glad I could help, Justin replied with a smile. He was happy to see Kaylee safe and sound. It made all the effort worth it. Be more careful next time, little one, Justin advised. He wanted to make sure Kaylee stayed safe in the future. His tone was gentle but firm.
Kaylee climbed back up her tree. She moved slowly, still feeling a bit weak, but determined to get back to her cozy spot. She ate some juicy eucalyptus leaves. The familiar taste brought her comfort and helped her relax after the long journey. Then she curled up in her bed and fell fast asleep. The soft leaves and branches cradled her, and she felt at peace. The bandage on her arm felt warm and comforting. It reminded her of Justin's care and the journey they had just completed together. Kaylee knew she was safe in her tree. The familiar surroundings and the gentle rustling of the leaves made her feel secure. And she knew she had a good friend in Justin the kangaroo. Their bond was strong, and she was grateful for his kindness and bravery.